Hello, Barry E. William Magledy from the Game Changers, and we help people to triple their profits and double their time off. Today I want to speak to you about marketing and more so specifically marketing automation. Are you using automation in your marketing? And if not, here's why you should. Within the Opulence program, we teach our business clients a lot of different things, everything from marketing through to sales, systemization, leadership, mindsets, hiring, firing, staffing, all sorts of things. But specifically, I want to speak to you today about marketing automation, because what we see is a lot of clients come to us that are anywhere between $250,000 a year in turnover up to sometimes $40 million a year. And a lot of them aren't maximizing on the automation that they can put in place for marketing. And I understand it because marketing and the interwebs is changing so fast, it's very hard to keep up with all the different technologies, all the different things that are out there to be used. First question I guess I've got is, why is this so important? Like, why is it important, Barry? Why is it so important for me to set up marketing automation within my business? And quite simply, it's this, is that we see that businesses go through 5 different stages, and up to the first stage, which is the startup phase, doing about $500,000 a year, the only systems you should be working on as a business owner is marketing and sales systems. And the reason being is that once you have the marketing systems in place, you can bring in other staff or other talents to manage, to oversee, to implement those systems while you go on to work on other areas of the business. There's phases that businesses go through and phases that we have to transition through as a business owner if we want to continue to scale. And if we don't, this is why we hit the glass plateaus. This is why there's so much complexity in business. And this is also why only 4 out of 100 businesses last past 10 years, and why only 4 out of 100 make it past $1 million, because often their businesses are too complex. They're trying to do so many things. And this day and age, when we have access to so many fantastic software tools, so many different marketing, CRM systems and automations and different ways to advertise and run campaigns for our business, why it's so simple for us to look to automation to take a lot of the burden from us as business owners having to do it all of ourselves like we might have 50 odd years ago. And so some of the pros of having these things in place is that it literally allows you to generate new leads, new opportunities, new inquiries for your business while you sleep. While you sleep. So you can go to bed tonight, wake up tomorrow morning, have leads in your inbox because you have automations in place, you're running ads through some of the social platforms, and you have a system that not only attracts those leads, but equally too starts to nurture them and set them up to be able to have a sales conversation with you. Eugene Schwartz, one of the greatest marketers of all time, talks about the 5 levels of awareness. And this is something that's quite a breakthrough for us in our marketing journey within the Game Changers. And once we learnt this and implemented it, we saw some incredible results come through in terms of the quality and quantity of prospects we're attracting. And the 5 different stages that he speaks about, stage number 1 is that they're completely unaware. So the prospect is unaware of that they have a problem, they're unaware there's a solution, they're essentially asleep. And they're not really types of clients or prospects that you want to go after, because it just takes too much education to get them into a position of wanting to buy your product or service. The next level is problem aware. So these prospects are aware that they have a problem, but they're not necessarily sure what the solution is. So they might be aware that they have a problem, which is that they're overweight, but they might not be aware that anything exists for them. They're just overweight, they're blissfully ignorant that there's any opportunities to ever change that, which moves you on to solution aware. Solution aware people are people that are aware they have a problem, but they're also aware there's a solution out there for what they have. Now, sometimes if we look at problem aware people, they can be problem aware because they in the past believe there's a solution. Let's just say that they hired a weight loss consultant and it never worked for them. So they're now taken on the belief that that doesn't work for me. So although that in the past they've been aware of the solution didn't work out for them, and therefore they're stuck back into being problem aware. If you look at problem aware and solution aware, so solution aware is, hey, I'm overweight and I'm aware that I can go on a diet. I'm aware that there's courses out there. I can go and work with it, to train with a PT, maybe even seek doctors or medical advice because there might be some challenges with my thyroids or the way that my body, my DNA is created. They're aware there is a solution, but they're not necessarily aware of the next phase, which is product aware. So the next phase of these 5 levels of awareness is that they're product aware. So they're aware they have a problem. They're aware there's a solution. They're also aware that there's products that exist out there to fix whatever it is that they have. Let's just stick with the theme of weight loss. So if we're looking to advertise on the socials, let's just say Facebook or Instagram or things like that, we can speak to people around problem and solution aware, because they're not typically on Facebook or on Instagram looking to buy something. They're on there to socialize. And so this is where stories or results or testimonies or really good headlines can capture someone that's problem. It's like, hey, It might be you're noticing that you're feeling unhealthy and overweight, but don't know what the solution is. It might be something to talk to someone in problem aware. Solution aware might be, hey, here's my 5 steps to get fit this summer and lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, right? So that's speaking to someone who is in the problem aware. When we get up into product aware, it's more so your Google AdWords advertising, where you're competing against other advertisers for the keywords that your prospects are putting in. So when you go to Google and say weight loss programs, right, you're Googling for that. You're a product aware person. You're aware there's products out there. And so the good thing is that you can find, if you're a consumer, you can find products. Also, if you're a supplier, if you're a business owner, you can place them on Google. The bad news is around that is that often your cost per lead is a lot higher. If we were to advertise our services on Google AdWords, it'd be maybe $50 and above per click. If we're advertising on Facebook, we can get a lead or an inquiry for $3. So there's a significant difference around understanding these levels of awareness. And lastly, after product aware is most aware. So there's someone that where they have a problem, they know there's a solution, they know there's products out there, but they've also done a lot of research around all the different products. And so really now when they're most aware, they're really competing on price, which is another disadvantage of running advertising on, say, your Google AdWords and so forth, because you're competing against other people on face value or price. Whereas if you can capture someone earlier in their journey, capture someone that's got a problem or they're in that solution to aware phase, you can provide a lot more education. But we can't do this without automation. Like, you can't chase someone around the web, providing them with blog posts or comments or articles, hoping they'll become a client. And this is why having marketing automation is so important. And even more important, understand the strategy behind that. Depending on what medium it is you're advertising on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Google AdWords, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's a bloody billboard at the side of the road, or on a flyer in the back of a shopper docket, you need to understand what mindset or what frame of mind are your prospects in when they're turning up to see your ads. What level of awareness are they at, and how can you start to move them through? An example of automation might be that you are running ads on Facebook, and from those ads on Facebook, they land on a landing page where they're opt-in for an ebook. From that landing page, they get redirected to a second landing page, which is maybe a consultation or watching some free training or a call booking. And from that, it moves on to say a sales call or something like that. But there's all these different automations you can have in between, whether it be email sequences, whether it be SMS messages. And if you want to see how things can be done well, by all means find one of our campaigns through Facebook or Instagram or on our website and opt in, and you'll notice how smooth the sequence is between getting that you've opted in for, the different reminders we send you through, the different information we send you through. Often we have comments time and time again from people that have come through our marketing automation talking about how seamless it is. And it doesn't stop there. We have the same automation that runs into the way that we deliver our program opulence or boardroom to our clients throughout their 1 to 3 year journey with us. And we could only do that because of different marketing tools and marketing automation. Some things that we use, Active Campaign, we use for email marketing. And basically, if anyone ever opts in for anything, it sends them out a series of emails, kind of introducing them to us, the different things that we have on, whether it's a podcast or whether it's ongoing weekly content. We use Asana, which helps us to remind the team around posting they need to do around the different content posts on different platforms. We also use a lot of automation around our podcast. We have one platform that we upload our podcast episodes to, and it pushes us out to over 25 different platforms across the world without us having to do anything else. So if you're somebody right now who's running a business and you're noticing that it's time for you to ramp up your marketing a little bit, you're not quite sure where to start, you don't know what Zaps are, or you're looking at all these different CRMs and ClickFunnels and landing pages and things like that, what I'm going to invite you to do is to book a 15-minute application call with one of my team. They have a bit of a chat to you, find out where you're at, where you'd like to go, and if we feel that there's an opportunity for us to help you, and maybe to help you create one of these things over here. Each of these, you'll see there's a few on the wall there. Each of these represents over $1 million in revenue through one channel and one sales funnel. These are a couple we received last year for some of our marketing that's worked really, really well. If you're looking to set up some marketing and really looking to significantly increase the prospects and flow of new leads into your business, click on one of the links either below or somewhere around here. Book a 15-minute call with one of the team. They can have a bit of a chat to you, and if there's a way that we think we can help you, we'll look to book a longer 1-hour game plan session with you where we can help you to actually map out the strategies and things you need to work on to start to implement more marketing automation and more automation to your business in general, which ultimately will help you to make more money and have a lot more free time. That's it for me now. Barry, the DDC, and founder of the Game Changers, and hopefully look forward to speaking to you sometime soon. Bye for now.